No matter what you're in right now, the foundation of your faith is in this. I belong to him. And nobody knows this better than a young lady in our church, Tamara Metcalfe. I want you to meet her, hear her story.
This summer, I felt like I was on top of the world. You know, I have a successful career as a TV reporter. I'm extremely happy. I love the Lord. Everything was going well. I went in to see my doctor because I had swelling all over my lymph nodes, like all over my body. And about 4 days later, my mom and I were sitting in her office, and the doctor called, and he said, "Tamara, I don't know how to tell you this, but you have cancer." My name is Tamara Metcalfe, and I have stage 4 cancer. It was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and my cell phone rang. The doctor called me, and he said, "You know, Tamara, I don't know how to say this, but you have cancer." I remember thinking my mom lost both of her parents at a young age from cancer, and her father died from the exact same thing I have. And I remember not being able to talk, and I just picked up a pen and I wrote the words "cancer" across on a piece of paper because I couldn't tell her. And the main reason that I couldn't speak it or I couldn't say it is part of it's shock, part of it is how much longer do I have to live? Am I gonna lose my hair? There's a couple of things that go through your head right away. The doctors told me my version is incurable. And he says, even with the chemotherapy, if it goes away right now, I hope you know that it's coming right back. He gave me the typical time frame people live 8 years typically with this kind of cancer. And also, by the way, you're gonna be infertile. You won't be able to have kids. It was the first time I ever cried. And I have such a desire on my heart to be a mother someday. I want that more than anything. You know, being a single woman, like, I want to be a mom. And so when the doctor told me that, that's the first time that I thought, you know what, this is real. But in the second thought that came to my mind is that this isn't going to beat me, and I'm going to have a chance to still be a mom. You know, I was a week into my cancer diagnosis the day that I came to church. I mean, I didn't know then what was about to happen the next hour, but we watched the final portion of Faith Like Potatoes, and it was about having just that word that's so simple but so strong, faith. And so that day I kept thinking, Lord, you're still granting miracles every single day. I truly, truly believe that he is going to place a miracle in my life, and it may not be that I'm healed, but there's some kind of miracle that's going to happen in my life. I know for a fact that the reason I'm a reporter is for me not only to tell this story, but a lot of stories. We all have some sort of battles, and even if someone isn't struggling with something as big, or even if they are, I think the most important thing is that it's how you approach it, it's how you look at it, and it's taking ownership of it, and it's knowing that, okay, God, waking up, this is what's happening, now what? What do you want me to do? When you're going through something, it just goes back that I know this isn't about me, it's not about my struggles. I'm okay somehow through prayer and strength, but I know not everyone is like that. And if they can look at me and see that I'm doing okay and I'm truly happy, then there's hope that other people can do that as well, and I want to be a reflection of that.
How does Tamara have peace? How can she live in peace in the midst of such a horrific storm? How can you, in the midst of what you're going through right now, have peace in here when all hell's breaking loose out here? It only comes when you settle the issue in your soul